I thought that sooner or later I'd have to say something about that. Quite some years ago, when I was madly reading science fiction magazines, I came across a story by a very eccentric writer who, not unlike some of his others, was allowed into the science fiction fold because he wrote stories that, while not actually being science fiction, were so outlandish that they wouldn't fit into what in those days was known as the slicks, i.e. Saturday Evening Post, Colliers and that sort of thing. Theodore Sturgeon was his name, and Sturgeon was a dodgy creature. I knew him quite well. But like many a science fiction writer, if he was that, he could also be convulsively funny. But at one time he wrote a novel set in the second person singular. I don't even remember its name now, but I was so impressed by that. And I thought, my God, I never thought of doing that. You did so-and-so, and then you went so-and-so, and then so-and-so happened to you, and so on. I thought, yes, how extraordinary. This is so direct. Maybe you could write a whole novel along this fashion. But then I thought it had to be more than just a stylistic trick. And so you find throughout the book there are little passages set in italics, which someone's having a conversation with Steve, and you don't know who it is. But in the last chapter of all, the brief chapter, you find the reason for the second person singular, that this whole story has been told to remind him of the limitations of human life as set by someone. And that someone is by no means blaming and condemning, as perhaps you, but certainly I, was taught as a child that there was punishment for those who had misbehaved. But in my book, you see, these people who have originated human behavior are apologizing for their follies and their faults. And I think that is superbly good. I like that. And that, again, is one of the reasons why I wrote the book in what people will at first perhaps find as a stumbling block, the second person singular. But I'm proud to have done that.